2022, a year of much activity and much fruit for the kingdom of God. In the three-border area of Brazil, Peru, and Colombia, hundreds and thousands of people heard the gospel, illuminating areas where once darkness totally prevailed. YWAM, Youth with a Mission Leticia, continues to focus all efforts on taking the gospel to the most needy, using various new strategies, and God has blessed abundantly. One of the main goals is to end Bible poverty. As part of this global initiative, the vision of YWAM Leticia for the next 2 years is to place a Bible in every home in the area by working with the local church to go door to door and form relationships. Many families have been impacted by the visits from the teams that have come to help, and they have been connected to the local church. Where there is no church, Bible reading groups have been formed that are also connected to a local church. In this way, 1,930 Bibles have been distributed, 7 neighborhoods of Leticia, and 4 indigenous river communities have been completely covered. Pastors' conferences. More than 1,050 pastors and leaders were ministered to through conferences this year, many of them facing great need and working in isolated areas, facing constant pressure from the guerrilla terrorist groups. The first week of May, an amazing group of pastors traveled all the way from Chile to our jungle base to pour into the lives of 230 pastors and leaders for 5 days. Their messages of encouragement and challenge and the wonderful materials they gave to the pastors strengthened the pastors to continue forward with renewed courage. Second week of July, Explosion d'Agua 2022, a pastors' conference, evangelistic crusade, and children's program was held in a small town close to Cali, Colombia. 800 leaders and pastors came to the 4-day event from isolated towns spread throughout the region. These pastors soaked up the times of teaching and left with new strength and new materials to use in their work. We gave out 11,990 Bibles to these pastors to use to evangelize and end Bible poverty in their areas. We also gifted them 125,900 children's booklets to use in children's ministry. Church construction. What a privilege it has been to see the progress of the groups of believers in the communities where God has taken us to share the gospel. This year, 2 of those communities asked us to help them build a church to meet in. One of the churches is in San Leopoldo, Brazil, and is fruit of a church that we planted 6 years ago in a community nearby. The other is in El Tigre, Colombia. Both these communities, for the first time, have a church to meet in. Each year, it is a great joy to see those who receive the gospel get baptized and be faithful to the church. Medical outreaches. These medical outreaches have been an important tool for reaching hundreds of people with the gospel each year. As a result of this work, a new church has been born in a community. Training schools. The Discipleship Training School number 19 started this year in February with an exceptional group of students. After graduation in June, most of them have chosen to continue to serve in YWAM. And we are super excited to be able to offer a second level YWAM school this year. The Discipleship Bible School, known as the DBS, that started at the end of July, is a 3-month intensive in which the students work through the whole Bible and learn to identify, apply, and teach biblical principles through daily teaching, read-aloud groups, assignments, and practice teaching. All of this would not be possible without a very dedicated group of staff who are committed to the vision. God has brought together an amazing group of young families and singles. Each of them brings great blessings to the ministry. And 2022 is not even over yet. We have great expectation and excitement about what God is planning for the next few months. Thank you for your prayer and support. You are an integral part of all we do in Youth with a Mission, Leticia.